Okay, today I'm going to do a compression check on my engine. I'm only going to do cylinder 1 for the video because all the other cylinders will be the same. So my wife is inside the car and she'll turn the key to start. Have the ignition is off. I have my throttle open all the way, and I have the cap off, my rotor is off, but the ignition will be off anyway. There's no power to that. So what I'm trying to find out is at high RPM, I have an issue, and I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it'll show up on low RPM like this or not, but just I want to check the compression anyway. And so we're going to turn the engine over around 5 times to get a reading. So go ahead, Linda, hit it. That's good. So it looks like we have 150, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Looks about 155, 160, 165, yeah, we have 155 pounds on the on cylinder number 1. So I need to write that down, and I will show everybody my list. I'll do the rest of them, and then I'll show everybody the results for each cylinder. So I've been trying to diagnose kind of a high-speed miss. The engine around 3,500 RPM and more, it kind of goes, it makes a bloop sound, like bloop, 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 like that. Kind of irritating. And you can actually feel the engine kind of stumbling a little bit. And when I accelerate hard, it's fine, but then when I go back to cruising, I get this bloop, bloop, bloop sound in my engine. So I've done some testing. I've taken the wires and I've tested each one, and I've measured them to get the length for each wire, and I've checked the ohms, and these MSD 8.5 millimeters are super good wires. They're about 50 ohms per foot. And so what I've done is I've measured, for instance, cylinder number 1 right there is 32 inches, and then it came out to 125 ohms. So if I take 32 inches divided by 12, that equals 2.66 feet times 50 ohms, and it comes out to 133, and I measured 125. And so I've already checked all these, and they look really, really good. And I will keep this sheet for future reference as well, and kind of take it from there. Now, I just recently did a compression check on the engine, and you can see that 155 was the initial, 159 on the second one, 165, 155, and this one here I just finished, but I didn't write it down, but it is 155, 155. So you can see that the compression cold looks pretty good. And so as far as I can tell, everything looks good. The spark plugs, it's an interesting part here on the spark. I never tested spark plugs before, but you can tell like 5,000 ohms, 5.4 thousand ohms, and on. And that's kind of the average for all these spark plugs. And the spark plugs themselves, I think that they look pretty good. I have about maybe 4,000 miles on these. And I mean, believe me, I've seen a whole lot worse on other engines. but those don't look too bad. But one thing I did notice, the reason why I went ahead and purchased another cap and rotor is this right here. If you look down in there, you'll see some white crusty stuff on the coil contact. I have no idea if that's an issue or not, but certainly shouldn't be there. So I don't know. So the only way I'm not going to know, I guess, is if I run the engine and everything with my new cap and rotor. Now this is for a 340 Mopar engine, small block, of course. It's 60 over, and it has the 360 heads. But other than that, I think this picture right here tells a good story of the health of the engine. I don't think it's looking too bad right now. So I'll get back to you.